Craig's here. Craig, all right. Okay. Let's pull up the questions. Okay. Sorry, everybody. We're just kind of changing the oil as we drive down the freeway here. Let me pull up the questions. You guys ready to answer some questions, team?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So first question, I think it may be for Jorge, but I'm going to let the whole panel get in on it after. The question, it's not a question, it's a statement that's meant to be argumentative, I think, in nature. The statement is Webpack versus Bazel?
Nope. Bazel is the tool for put all there. You can use Webpack and Bazel run Webpack. So you can use Java, you can use PHP or Worlds, System Go or Worlds. So it's not for remove one, it's for use and use all from the monorepos, the cache and all of the things. So it's not one or the other.
Okay, so it's like it makes Webpack better. It's not to replace Webpack?
No, it's not to replace.
Okay, cool. All right. Craig, why didn't you say Sven diagram? I think it was a missed opportunity.
Whoever said that, good work. I'm sorry that I've let you all down.
Oh yeah.
That would be a good idea.
That's you were so close to perfection. I mean, if that person hadn't said that, you could have lived out your days.
I know. Now I have to go do it again somewhere and fix it.
It's not appreciated, whoever upvoted this, most upvoted questions, so a lot of people. Craig, feel free to say yes. Can you sing another song?
I can, but I won't.
Feel free to say yes. Will you sing another song?
No.
Okay.
I've done my dash. I'm too nervous.
All right, man. Okay. It was worth a try, bruv. Okay. Anthony.
Yes.
Is the ng debugging API only meant for ad hoc testing, or can we use it during our unit testing as well?
So it's not bundled as part of a prod build, but it's available on the global window object anytime that you're not in prod.
So if you don't have enable dev mode, then it's going to happen. Or enable prod mode. Okay, cool. Yeah. Got it.
Uh-huh.
All right. Man, more upvotes. Don't dismiss the Craig singing question. It keeps getting upvoted. We'll see how high we can get it. Okay. Craig.
Hello.
This one, the people want to know, bud. Do you have any kids? And if so, how many times have you made them watch Frozen?
I don't have any kids.
No kids.
My sister just had a baby. So I'm looking forward to sharing the joy of Frozen with them once they're a bit older.
Yeah. No, that's good. Okay, how many times have you watched Frozen?
Honest to God, just getting all the gifts ready for this movie. I watched Frozen 1, I watched Frozen 2, I watched the Olaf's Frozen Christmas Adventure or whatever it's called. I watched all of them, seen all of them so many times. I even have some snowflakes. So.
Oh, hey, you went all in.
Yeah.
Are those real tattoos?
Half things.
Oh man, he went all in. Reminds me of someone else I know and respect and love. Good job, Craig. Okay. Next, don't dismiss. Oh, okay, Craig, you passed up Aaron Ma, buddy. It's now the most requested question of the conference.
Oh God.
I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to figure out. We're gonna do another question. You do you. Tune the microphone. Tune the guitar, because it's gonna happen. All right. Okay, I think this one's for Anthony. Do console commands run on a separate thread from the app renderer thread? Well, I don't know who this is for. Yeah, if you're on a break point, the execution pointer is stopped. If you execute ng update component, will it run outside the same thread as the one holding the breakpoint?
I would say no, because I think the breakpoint, it's blocking the major. It's possible that it could still run change detection, but if you're blocking it with a breakpoint, you're blocking the main renderer thread, then I don't think anything's really going to happen because the actual change detection occurs in that thread. It is possible. It's not something, though, that I've tested.
It's Kendrick asking. Kendrick's really smart, so he's just, I think, trying to see how he's just pushing you, how far you can go. So I respect it. All right. Eric, what was the email again? We want them free shirts.
Yes. Okay. Shoot me an email, eric@stackblitz.com. Hopefully take a look at our membership page. It's like $9 a month or something. That would really help with the shipping costs. We'll ship them out regardless. But while we're in the business of shipping a free T-shirt, take a look and see if some of our premium offerings would make sense. But they're pretty cool. We're also going to send this thing. So it's actually a poster. It's pretty cool. You can kind of see this. We wanted to give you something that maybe you could put on your desk or your wall that would inspire you, code the future or whatever. So yeah, we'll send you a little swag bag. Eric@stackblitz.com.
Do it. Don't not do it. Okay. Eric, can I bring in an existing project to StackBlitz?
Yes, you can. So you can actually import it from GitHub. So if you go to like stackblitz.com/github/ your username/repo name, it'll actually pull it in. You can also drag and drop your files from your desktop into the StackBlitz editor and it'll load them in. We're doing a handful of work on that actually over the next month or so here. So it's going to be by the end of the year, StackBlitz, and this kind of ties into the desktop app thing. We really want StackBlitz to be the best place for you to do your day job. Even. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming that'll make it easy for you to pull in your existing projects, and even today you can commit back to GitHub off of StackBlitz as well.
I literally thought you were going to say no, so the fact that you had like multiple answers to that, it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. So good job, man.
I have the easy job. I get to say, yeah, we totally do that, and then the five guys at the company are the ones who deserve all the praise for it, who actually make it happen.
All right, Anthony, where do I find documentation on the new debugging API?
That's a very good question. As of right now, from my understanding, I looked for it. There is none.
Zero.
There aren't any. There's zero. That's why I had to look up and read the source code to actually figure out what they did and how they did it, so I could figure out how to use them. There was a single blog article, but that API has now been changed. So there's been some method name changes and a bunch of stuff. But I haven't looked honestly for any kind of other blog articles.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I think
there wasn't any documentation.
I think as I spoke with the Angular team, they mentioned that API is meant to change pretty dramatically in the near future. So have fun with it, bugger with it, and figure it out. But just know it's likely to change. If you're gonna like tool it with a Chrome extension or something, just be ready to release updates as the time goes on. Okay. Craig, how you feeling? You ready?
Yeah, I got something for you.
Okay, all right.
All right, let's see how this goes. We pop and chain events and streams, we map, filter and subscribe. We tap, retry, when true, tick while to bounce, and we throttle time. Don't you ever say RX isn't great, because I will find you. Perfect API for building UI, please don't make me find you. And that's all you're getting.
Oh, no. I was waiting for I came in like observables.
Save that for
It was going to happen, bro. All right. Maybe at ng-conf next year, yeah? I'll come back up sing for you, dude. I'll do harmony. You do lead.
Let's do a chorus.
All right. Okay. Thank you. 129 upvotes on that question. More than all the other questions we're asking combined. So thank you for doing that. Eric, did the rocket ever launch?
Yes, we have given the satellite to the rocket launch provider. It is in their hands. They're doing their best to get it up. Apparently, you have to get clearance to launch stuff, and I guess the government I don't know what agency or whatever was really curious what the heck why they were trying to launch a web server into space. Believe it or not. But yeah, so it's on the launch provider's manifest. If you go to deploy2.space, we've got a couple of links. But yeah, we're queued up for launch, and we're waiting for them to get it onto one of their rocket launches.
All right. I mean, what conferences and startups launch rockets to space? StackBlitz. ng-conf.
Only ng-conf and StackBlitz.
There you go.
That's our claim to fame here.
All right. Jorge, does Bazel work with build analyzers / others? It's largely vague. Does it work with build analyzers?
Bazel
Bundle analyzers, sorry.
Yeah. So Bazel Hub, RBE Hub, the remote build execute hub, but I'm not sure really. I never test it or use another analyzer, so I'm not sure really.
Okay. Eric, you kind of have to say yes at this point, but I think you're gonna get a lot of fans if you do. Sounds like a big ask, but I'm gonna ask it.
Okay.
Can we install the John Papa Angular Essentials code extensions to StackBlitz?
Right now you can do partial, so you can actually run John Papa's code snippets starting I think like tomorrow, maybe Saturday. We're trying not to deploy while ng-conf is going on, not to mess with anyone's presentations. But we have the snippets ready to rock and roll. Full VS Code extension support is actually coming in the next couple of months, maybe sooner. Depends on how fast we can move some of the technical details. But you're going to be able to run any VS Code extension essentially on StackBlitz, which is going to be sick.
Conference.
And it's going to work offline too, which is cool.
Conference is over. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this year. We'll see you next year at ng-conf 2021. 2021, that's what I said. Good job, Eric. You guys are awesome. Tell your team that's amazing. Okay. Someone's saying NX Workspace on StackBlitz. At this point, I don't. Okay, yes. Talk about it.
So the next gen of this thing is going to allow you to run any node program. You're going to be able to run inside StackBlitz. That's coming. It's been like a year and a half in the making, but we've got it working, which is pretty nuts. So we'll in a couple of months we'll have some more info on that. But yeah, you can run NX. You can run your own custom tooling. Anything that you do locally, you will be able to do inside of StackBlitz.
Okay. I'm going to give you another sales pitch. It says the differences between StackBlitz and other VS Code like cloud IDEs. This is a chance for you to market. Yeah. Guerrilla market.
Well, I mean, basically the difference. So, like, in a nutshell, right? StackBlitz is great for the same reasons that today everyone here uses their local IDE to develop code, right? And why? Because it's really fast. You don't have to pay for like a VM in the cloud or something. You already have this great machine in front of you, so you're just using it there. It works offline. It ties to your local file system, etc. Right? StackBlitz is the only IDE that's online that actually we don't use servers. Like when you go to StackBlitz and start working on a project, you're not using a VM. That's actually using your CPU, your memory, and doing all of that compute inside of your browser itself. Right, so that's why if you kill your internet connection, StackBlitz will keep working. Like that what's on this T-shirt, we made this on a plane without internet, right? And that's great because that means we can give StackBlitz out for free. We don't have to charge for you to have a VM, and usually the VMs in the cloud are like smaller than your own computer. There's latency. It's not a great experience. And so StackBlitz gives you all the benefits of what makes local development great, but openable in a link. And so that's the key difference between StackBlitz and all the other players in the market.
My bad. My mic was off. Are there any on-prem requirements for running StackBlitz Enterprise?
Depends on. I'd be curious to. Can we query for more information on requirements? Or I can answer generally. I think generally speaking, I think the answer's no. You just basically need to have, if you have like an internal NPM registry, that's really the only thing that StackBlitz would need to talk to. We can integrate with any SSO stuff that you've got on-prem. And the thing we can also, a lot of the companies that are using it now are actually running StackBlitz in a VPC. It's a lot easier to get that set up, and there's kind of less hassle with your IT sec folks. But it's actually quite simple to get up and running. It's very, very isolated and isn't touching a lot of the data that is would require a lot more auditability and that sort of thing. We have a lot of audit logs built into it, but things like your source control or customer data, we don't touch that stuff at all. So it's from an IT perspective, it's pretty great.
Okay, cool. Craig, why do you still keep the assertion guard in place once the input has a type? Won't something be guaranteed to be freezable at compile time?
It will be if the person who's using your library is using TypeScript, but sometimes people use our libraries and they're only using JavaScript. So there's not really a problem to keep those runtime checks in there as well.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Great job. Okay. Are we good on time? We got one more? Okay, okay. Someone asking why I didn't shave my head, because I don't shave my head. It's simple. Tony, does this API, the debugging API, does it work in Firefox, Edge, and Safari?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Perfect. Craig, who is your favorite cricket player?
Who's my favorite cricket player?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. There's two options. Kane Williamson or Virat Kohli.
Kane, absolutely Kane.
Kane Williamson. All right, great. I think most of us were thinking Kane.
Yeah, I think he's the obvious choice.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, for obvious reasons, based on like stats.
I'm more a rugby guy anyway.
He shoots the ball better.
Yeah, he does.
Jorge, question.
Yes.
Is disappeared. Is Bazel like an interface between two frameworks that don't speak the same lingo?
No, really, Bazel is for the builders and the test. It's a monorepo system. So you can build all your project in your monorepo. It's this thing put in an engine. So the thing is, you will create your project, all your projects, and you can use Bazel for build. Have some system for public and private things. So you can, in example, Angular, when create a new version, publish in your internal Blaze, this Blaze/Bazel build, and all the dependencies have this folder, this Bazel build, start to test. So it's for this. It's for build and test your projects.
All right. Okay. Okay, this is, I guess I'm going to throw this up there for everybody. I think it's directed at Craig. How are types different than classes?
I mean, yeah, I can start with that. So types only exist at compile time. So talking about if you have like type thing equals thing only exists at compile time, whereas a class will actually be code that is shipped to your application. You can use a class as a type. You can say, assign something to being like a type of an array. That's using a class as a type, really. But types let you do more things. So types let you do like generics and conditionals and all those things I talked about. So they're similar but different.
Gotcha. Okay. If the script is based off Elsa's magic, then why can't she just thaw Olaf instead of waiting for the script to be finished?
Because that wouldn't be a very good story, would it?
It's a plot hole. It's a plot hole.
Yeah, it's a plot hole. I'm happy to admit it. And besides, it's about, Christoph learning a good lesson about, taking care to write good types.
Yeah.
Elsa can't just always save the day. We can't just be dependent on one person.
Your version's the coming of age of Christoph. Yeah. Okay. I saw that. I felt that. Thank you.
Yeah, that was the plot.
I think maybe they missed it. I think the question asker missed the profound messaging behind the new story that Disney. You're in talks already, right? You're in talks.
Oh, yeah, coming out April 2021.
It's gonna be part of the ride. Cool. All right, Eric. Okay, the websites haven't been deployed to space, so don't ask. Craig, say again your Twitter handle.
It's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
2 noms.
Yeah, like nom nom.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Okay, got it. That's Craig. And on GitHub, you're phenomenal.
Yeah, 3 noms. You
3
can't
noms.
have too many noms on Twitter.
I got you. Craig, they want the soundtrack. No. They want Craig's songs. Oh, did you SoundCloud him yet?
No, I'll check one up somewhere at some point.
All right. It would be cool to if you could. We'll release him as on the podcast if you want us to. If you get him, we'll put a part of like a distributable podcast for everybody. So let us know. You killed it, by the way. All right, no other votes on the other questions. Anthony, it's not possible to debug this stuff in prod mode, right? Like it has to be in debug only.
Yeah, so the actual, if you look at the source code inside of Angular that creates this API, there's very strict that it is not to be allowed in prod.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Anthony. I think the questions are basically done. Last question. The 4 of you, would you be willing to tweet out your slide decks?
Yeah.
All right. Do me a favor, before you sign off today, get back into Crowdcast, post a link to your decks, and then tweet it from your Twitter accounts as well if you could. Is that cool?
Already tweeted mine.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so we're going to be done with the panel for now, yeah?